Imagine standing in a place where nature's fury is unleashed in a way that could change your life forever. What if the sky rained blood? Or a lake could suddenly turn into a killer gas cloud? This isn't science fiction. This is the shocking reality of how nature can turn deadly in the blink of an eye. Stick around till the end because number 1 will leave you breathless. Number 10. The Blood Rain of Kerala, 2001. It started as a drizzle, then turned into a nightmare. In Kerala, India, what seemed like an ordinary monsoon quickly turned into a phenomenon that stunned the entire world. The blood-red rain lasted for weeks, painting the streets crimson, staining clothes, and leaving behind an eerie, unsettling atmosphere. People were terrified. Was this a supernatural event, a curse, or just a freak of nature? Scientists scrambled to figure out what was happening. Was it pollution? Was it a government experiment gone wrong? Or could it even be alien life involved? The twist was stranger than anyone could have imagined. In the end, the rain was traced to biological cells in the air, but what shocked everyone was the conclusion. These cells were unlike anything seen on Earth. Some believed that these cells might not even be from this planet. Could nature itself be harboring extraterrestrial secrets? What if something even more terrifying was lurking in the sky? Something that could change the future of our world. Stay tuned. Number 9. The Exploding Lake, Cameroon, 1986. Picture this. A serene lake, shimmering in the daylight. Nothing seems out of place. But beneath the calm, a ticking time bomb is waiting. In August of 1986, Lake Nyos in Cameroon became the scene of one of the most devastating natural disasters you've never heard of. The lake exploded in an instant, releasing a deadly cloud of carbon dioxide that suffocated everyone in its path. People, animals, even plants. Everything in its wake was instantly killed. 1,746 lives were lost in mere moments. Why? Because under the water, millions of tons of CO2 had slowly built up over the centuries. It sat there, undisturbed, until one night, the pressure became too much. The lake erupted, and a silent, invisible killer was unleashed. The air was so thick with gas you couldn't even see it. But the scariest part? There are thousands of lakes around the world that could do the same thing. Is there a ticking time bomb near you right now? You might not even know. But wait, what if this is only the beginning? What if the next one is far closer to home? Keep watching. Number 8. The Deadliest Earthquake. Tsunami, Indonesia, 2004. In a split second, the earth shook. The Indian Ocean earthquake sent waves crashing through the coastal regions of Indonesia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, and several other countries. But this was no ordinary earthquake. With a magnitude of 9.1, it was the deadliest earthquake in recorded history, followed by one of the most devastating tsunamis ever to hit. The tsunami reached speeds of 500 miles per hour, faster than most people could run, and waves as high as 100 feet hit without warning, leaving destruction in their wake. Over 230,000 people died in a matter of hours. But here's the kicker. Scientists never predicted this massive earthquake. They had no idea this part of the world could produce such an enormous force, and aftershock earthquakes continued to devastate the region for months. With the fault lines so active, many believe another catastrophe like this is just a matter of time. Now imagine something even more destructive, a force of nature we can't even predict. Keep watching to find out. Number 7. The sinking of the Isle of Kikai, Japan. Picture an island that has been around for centuries, its volcanic soil feeding the crops of generations. But beneath its peaceful surface, something far more dangerous was stirring. On the tiny island of Kikai in Japan, the ground began to sink, slowly at first, almost imperceptible. Scientists were baffled. The island, once home to thousands, was disappearing, sinking back into the ocean. But the worst part? The sinking accelerated, and experts realized that Kikai had been slowly collapsing into the sea for thousands of years. The entire island could one day be swallowed by the ocean, and the question is, how much longer do we have? Just when you thought it couldn't get worse, the ocean has more surprises waiting for us. Let's see what's coming. Number 6. The 1970 Yungay landslide, Peru. Imagine you're living in a peaceful town, nestled in the beautiful Andes Mountains. Then one day, the earth beneath your feet gives way. In May 1970, a massive earthquake triggered a landslide that buried the town of Yungay in Peru, with a population of over 25,000 people, under a massive wave of rock and debris. The avalanche came so suddenly and with such force that no one had any time to escape. Over 20,000 people lost their lives in an instant. But here's the twist. What made this disaster even more terrifying was that the landslide had been predicted years earlier by geologists. Yet, the locals had no idea that their town was at the mercy of an unstoppable disaster. What's even more chilling is that similar landslides are happening across the world, waiting to be triggered. Could your home be the next victim? What if the forces of nature are already on the move, and you have no idea? Keep watching for the next shocking story. Number 5. The supervolcano of Yellowstone, or USA. Yellowstone National Park in the United States is home to one of the world's most majestic landscapes, featuring towering geysers, bubbling hot springs, and colorful canyons. But beneath this natural beauty, one of the world's most terrifying supervolcanoes is quietly rumbling, waiting to explode. Scientists have long warned that Yellowstone's supervolcano is capable of erupting with a force so massive it could wipe out humanity. The last eruption, over 600,000 years ago, covered half the United States in volcanic ash, and it's said that if it erupts again, it could block out the sun for months, plunging the Earth into an ice age. The twist? The signs of an impending eruption are already there, with increasing geothermal activity and ground rising higher than ever before. Will the supervolcano finally blow? And will we be ready for the disaster it brings? But just wait. Number 4 will leave you speechless. Nature's next surprise is like nothing you've ever imagined. Keep watching. Please subscribe. Because hitting your subscribe button can give me new motivation to work harder and succeed. I appreciate your support more than you know, and your subscription motivates me to keep bringing you these incredible and jaw-dropping stories. Don't miss out on more heart-pounding content like this. Number 4. The tsunami of 1953, North Sea. It was supposed to be a normal winter night when a massive storm surge hit the coasts of the UK, the Netherlands, and Belgium. But what followed was a wave of destruction so immense that it still leaves people in shock to this day. The North Sea flood of 1953 saw waves surge up to 18 feet high across the coastline, causing massive damage. Thousands of people drowned, and it's said that the waves were almost unstoppable. But the real twist. The flood was predicted by scientists, but governments didn't take it seriously. There were warnings, but it was dismissed as just another storm. Those who ignored the signs paid the ultimate price. But now the question remains. Are we ready for another event like this? Or is history repeating itself? Just wait for number 3. The mystery of nature's ultimate power will leave you speechless. Number 3. The Great Dust Bowl, 1930s USA. Imagine living in a vast open plain, the crops growing strong and the air crisp with possibility. Then, the winds of nature turn against you. The Great Dust Bowl of the 1930s didn't just change the landscape, it destroyed entire ways of life. The American Midwest was ravaged by massive dust storms so violent they could sweep across entire towns, blacking out the sky for days. Millions of tons of dust were thrown into the air, suffocating everything in its path. Farmers lost everything, and thousands of families were forced to abandon their homes, moving west in search of safety. But the most chilling part? The storms weren't a freak occurrence. They were the result of human error. Over-farming and poor soil management triggered the catastrophic disaster. Could we be repeating the same mistakes today? Could a new Dust Bowl be waiting for the right conditions to strike? And you won't believe what happens next. Dark 2 takes you to a place where the Earth itself seems to be turning on us. Number 2. The Mount Tambora eruption, Indonesia, 1815. The year was 1815, and the world was forever changed. Mount Tambora erupted in Indonesia with a force so immense that it caused the year without a summer. The eruption was the most powerful in recorded history, sending a cloud of ash and sulfuric gases high into the atmosphere, blocking the sun and dramatically lowering global temperatures. The result? A global famine, failed crops, and a sharp drop in food supplies. Millions of people died from starvation and disease. But here's the shocking twist. It didn't just affect the region. The eruption's impact was felt across the globe, from Europe to the Americas. In fact, the ripple effect of this eruption led to severe weather patterns across the entire planet for years. Could an eruption of this magnitude happen again? And what would the world do if it did? Hold tight. Number 1 is a force of nature unlike anything you've ever imagined. The devastation it could bring is mind-boggling. Number 1, the meteor impact that killed the dinosaurs. Imagine the Earth is calm, the skies are clear, and life is thriving. Suddenly, the sky flashes with light, and a giant object streaks through the atmosphere. A massive meteor the size of a mountain slams into the Earth with the force of billions of atomic bombs. The impact is so powerful that it sends tsunamis across oceans, ignites worldwide fires, and creates a mass extinction event that wipes out nearly 75% of all life on Earth, including the dinosaurs. This is the Chicxulub impact, the moment when nature's ultimate wrath wiped the slate clean and started a new chapter in the planet's history. But what if something like this could happen again? Could another asteroid be headed toward Earth right now and we have no way of stopping it? This isn't just a story of the past. This is a reality we must all face. The next impact could be just around the corner, and nature's fury might one day decide to wipe us out. The scariest part? We might not even see it coming. So, which of these terrifying natural events shocked you the most? Do you think we're ready for nature's next big surprise? Comment below with your thoughts on which disaster was the most jaw-dropping and why. Also, let me know what kind of top 10 lists you'd love to see in the future. I'm eager to bring more exciting and mind-blowing content to you, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Your support keeps me motivated to bring you more thrilling videos like this. Don't miss out. Together, we'll explore more of nature's astonishing and often terrifying phenomena. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay curious because the world is full of mind-blowing surprises.